be something. What the? Hello, this is my messy workspace, and you're seeing my face for the first time. And this is probably gonna be a bit awkward, but I've got a new sketch over there, and let's just jump right in. So, I've got my usual setup here, my watercolor, which I'm now gonna do that with, to just put some water into it and make it nice and watery. My paint water, my painting, then tape that I'm gonna tape it to the board with now so that it stretches. And we're gonna be good to go. Here we go. So, also put up my iPad with like a sketch that I did for this painting, and my palette, my watercolor, a few spare tubes. I don't have this color in a tub, so I'm gonna just put it right on here because it's kind of finished here. And that's it. Let's go.
What you see here is my usual way of painting skin. I apply a blob of paint and then spread it out with a clean brush and a lot of water to make a seamless transition into the unpainted skin. It usually takes me about 3 to 4 layers for every tone, but most often I don't consider the skin layers done until I fill in the background. Because when the background is dark, the skin can begin to look rather saturated and too light.
I'm looking at the sketch I did right now, and this hand looks very different and very weird. It should be like here, and I'm just gonna, I don't know, try to change it and then maybe make some adjustments in the color. Oh, I'll see how it works. Probably should be something more like this at that point. Okay, let's just continue and see if that works better.
You can see now that red in my painting is rather bright and saturated, but don't worry, because the blue tones that I use for shadows suck out the color just like that. So by the time I apply all the shadow layers, it looks rather pale, and I often even have to add more oranges and reds afterwards. And I know at this stage it looks very dark, but you just look what happens next, because the background is representing nighttime here, and it's going to be very dark, so the skin is actually even going to kind of glow and stand out well.
So it is already another day, and I just finished, sorry for my bird, just finished doing the skin tones and like hair, and I think I'm gonna wait to finish it till I do the background first, because it might need getting darker, and I will need to do some like rim lights and all that kind of stuff, so I'd rather not make it too dark. That's what it looks like right now, and I'm gonna begin doing the background now.
In order to paint the background, I take rather deep plastic tubs, fill them with water, and dilute the paints in them. This way I get a large amount of paint, enough for me to do a few layers on the whole painting. Also, a large brush that holds water well will definitely be helpful with painting big areas. I begin with filling in the whole background with basic values in 2 to 3 layers usually, again by putting dark paint on paper and then spreading it out with a clean watery brush. Then it's time for details. Here I go around leaves that I painted that should be a lighter color with a few more controlled layers of blue until I think it is good enough. Then, time for adding the color I need to the leaves and the tree stump. And finally, I take the darkest tone I can get and paint further standing leaves and weeds. Having multiple planes like that adds much more depth to your painting, fills the empty spaces and brings focus to the main figure, makes it stand out more.
So it's been 1 month and it's still not finished. I've just had stuff to do and this was not the priority, but I'm really hoping that I can do this today. Not too much left. Let's go and do it.
The hair and highlights I did with white acrylic paint and little hair strands with white jelly roll. Acrylic paint is very easy to apply and you can make it either more transparent or very saturated according to your own needs. Then come in the red and the blue color pencils to bring back some kick to the skin and separate objects from each other and from the background. And it's done. Here's the finished painting. I hope you enjoyed this video. It definitely was something new for me. I learned from my mistakes. Hopefully next one will be much better in quality and I look forward to making some more. Пока-пока.
This is weird. This is weird.